that you are having to spend more than 20 minutes preparing for this couple to come and see you, and afterward you are taking it home with you, that's another big thing, taking it home with you, okay? As a professional, I know how to have really, really healthy boundaries, and a lot of times it frustrates my husband. But you got to be able to leave it in the office and not take it home. And so if you're finding you're doing that, release them. Find somebody you can give them to that you trust, that you know is going to be Bible. So here's another difference. You remember? Anybody remember Saturday Night Live? Years ago, I'm aging myself here. Years ago when it was decent to watch. Okay. Mike Myers used to do this skit where he would dress up like a lady.
Oh yeah, it's church
and he would sit in front of a mirror.
Church lady.
As a church lady, and he'd say things like, "I'm a beautiful person, and people love me," and and he would say all these self-affirming things to himself in this mirror. That's kind of what you're going to get from the secular counselors, which is okay, but they're never getting to the heart issue, and the heart issue is that Jesus. Right? That's what's lacking. It's Jesus. It's Jesus. So find somebody who has a Christian theoretical framework. And it's not that, I had somebody in my church, my Bible's down there, who said to somebody who had been praying for healing for a long time and said, God is withholding a healing in your life because of sin. I fell off my chair. You did not say that, did you? Okay. So, use discernment. Reach out, find out in your community who you can have as that resource in your tool bag, and use it. Whether it's a phone call, hey, I've hit a wall. Help me. You have something for me. Give me some counsel. Or whether it's you say to that couple in your church, I'm here for you. I don't have the time that I need to really invest in helping you heal, but I want you to know I'm here walking beside you, and I have this person that is strong in Bible, who believes in the power of Scripture and the power of healing and restoration, and be able to send them that way. Preaching is a public ministry, and it's public. Counseling is personal and private. I'm jumping ahead because I've got so much I'm skipping over. There is counseling that you can do. How many of you do premarital counseling? Anybody do work with couples before they get married? Oh man, I said I would do that free every day of the week if I never had to see a couple in crisis. Fine. And you know what? Let me just say this. Lead pastors are not the only ones who do counseling. I'm telling you what, if you're going to work with kids and students, you're going to have parents that are going to come to you. You're going to have teenagers that are going to come to you and say, my parents argue 24/7. How do I deal with this? Guess what? You're counseling them. You're doing it. Okay? Worship. Here's the difference between a worship leader and a worship pastor. A worship leader just leads. A worship pastor pastors their team. They get into their life and they pastor. So you're pastoring in any place that you are in church ministry. You're going to do it. You're going to counsel. And you can do it well if you know how to keep healthy boundaries and you know when you're kind of getting in a little bit too deep. Interesting thing is that, most of our churches, 80-something% of our churches in the country are under 100 people. I'm looking for my exact statistic. I want to say it's around 80. Oh, there it is.